Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Rimworld Alpha 16. Lots of mods and no turrets. We've got a massive Manhunter pack outside of our base, so we're going to be hiding out inside for a while. But that's okay, we got plenty of stuff that we can be doing for now. Hopefully we can actually kickstart a little bit more of our crafting. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to put really low level crafting on a few people. Just in case they happen to run out of stuff, they can go and carve some stone for us, which hasn't really come up much. CS Films is our primary crafter, and they'll be working on somewhat more useful things. I don't know, making some smoke leaf joints, that sort of thing. Still plenty of farming that can be done. We could even, again, start this other growing zone, but why bother right now? We're good. We get more people. We may need some more food at some point, but we're definitely not at that point. We could grow more drug stuff, but we actually have a backlog of drug plants and not enough crafting going for it, so that's going to be okay. Do not be deceived. This is still sealed over here, although it looks very scary, very sketchy. There's going to be some rocks in the way. We're not going to have anywhere to dump it right now, which is kind of annoying. I'm going to flag these to be hauled off at some point. Maybe not these. Oh, you do have somewhere to grab it. Oh, there's one little gap over there. Oh, because we're starting to make stone. Perfect. Now, someone is idle for the first time. Ben Skull over here. Not a surprise. So there's nothing to clean, and he can't take over any of the crafting right now. But I guess that's going to be okay. I mean, there's just going to be some of that. We turn on some low-level repair and construct if it comes up, but it almost certainly won't. We could put down some more stations for something. I mean, I could put down a second rock cutter or something of that nature. We still don't have a really primo artist. We've got a few people with some passion for it, though. So it's considerable. It's something we could conceive of, rather, to start doing a little bit of that sort of stuff. What else could we maybe produce over here that we don't have yet? Could start making basic prosthetics, just get a regular prosthetic arm for poor little sliced onion. I mean, I like the idea of waiting to bionics, but it might not be practical. And we're going to need a basic prosthetics workbench at some point, because these are used to make like wooden feet and things. And I think you need to start with that. You need to make a basic prosthetic from here, and then level that up to bionic, I believe. Although maybe everything can be made in one setup, I'm not sure. So we could set up the sculptor's table, possibly. We don't have a smithy set up. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get some more stuff over here. We'll also get a couple of chairs. So we'll use some of our wood for that. It'd be really great if someone decided to attack us right now, because they would have to deal with this pack. Got plenty of room over here. I suppose one of the things we could do if we're idle is I could just mine this area out and get ourselves a bunch more space for whatever. Might even make it into room shapes. Why not? Why don't I make more of these rooms? Well, because we don't have the material. Well, that's not true. We could start using blocks, because we've got some stone in our base that we can do that. And if we mine more here, we can get more stone chunks that we can use to keep making blocks. And that might be a good way to do it. I've got it set to make slate blocks first, because I think we have a lot of slate, and it's easier when everything is consistent, because it makes it a lot easier to build when you just have 1,000 of something instead of, 200 of 5 different things. I'll set up a second build just for whatever, for limestone, because we've got some of that. I'll stay do forever, but eat all the slate blocks first if you can. The eclipse has ended. Hasn't really made a difference for us. I mean, our power was going to be okay anyway. I mean, our power batteries did dip down a little bit, so, but really just waiting for this Manhunter pack. Now, do they get hungry? Do they leave? Food's getting low. They do fall asleep at some point. I don't think that breaks the Manhunter status, though. So, what else? Is there another production thing that we haven't really set up? We're good there, we're good there. Drug lab. Electric smelter. That's to make the slag chunks into metal. We don't have a lot of that yet. We've got some, but not much. We'll be able to build the electric crematorium soon, though, which is good. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is say, why don't you build a steel auto door here? We'll build a probably steel auto door there, or maybe put another one over here later on. Actually, it doesn't have to be an auto door, because, well, no, my people will go in and out from here. So, you know what, steel auto door is fine. And did we... That should be part of our allowed area. Oh, okay, it's not now, but it can be. There's no reason, because this is properly indoors. So we'll see if we can't get that set up. And then if we do that, we could set up our little... Oh, right, the door wasn't here because it was going to get blocked before. Let me... We will do this, but I'll just move it over here. And then we'll put the crematorium here. There we go. That'll work. And then we can walk around and stuff later on. So our drug production is going to kick in a little bit more, so that's nice. Finish a bunch of goods that we can sell later on. You're going to tear that down, but it's okay because the other door's still there. These pigs are super loud and kind of annoying. I mean, there are a few slag chunks here and there. But right now we're not hurting for steel yet. There's still plenty of it all over the place. It'd be nice to get those bodies before they all rot away, but I guess it's not going to be the case. If we had a mortar, we could start, like, shooting these guys. We do have a few artillery shells. I guess we could say, like, I said no turrets, right? But mortars don't count as turrets. They're silly and weird and not usually very helpful. But for this and for sieges, because it's not like... the whole thing with the turrets is you set up these kill boxes that basically do all the work for you forever. I think I'm going to allow us to build mortars. Now, we don't have the tech for it yet, so we'll probably research that. I'm worried that we have to get... Do we have to get gun turrets first? I don't... No, it doesn't seem to lead anywhere. I don't even know where the mortar tech is. Oh, right over here. You need machining for it. Yeah, I think we'll allow mortars. It's obviously not going to be relevant for this particular thing, but it's going to be fun later on. So we can make more artillery shells or buy some and use to bomb things from a distance, which is always great. We're getting some cloth over here. Wonderful. No one's idle right now. Ben Skull's actually asleep, so that is part of it. Still making plenty of meals over here. We've got some extra meat to do that as well. So you got that down. So now we've got... Okay, not quite enough, but we will have enough slate blocks for it at some point. So it's under miscellaneous here? No. Is it under production? Electric crematorium. Slate blocks. Rotate. Put you there. Cargo pods. Muffler wool. Well, we'll unforbid it, and hopefully we'll get there before it decays. But we obviously can't get there now. So we'll start building this. And eventually we'll have enough blocks to be able to pull that off. And now that... Oh, I thought that was coming into our base. Now that we do have... Now that we do have blocks getting made, we could consider doing more art as well. We could consider starting that. But again, we don't have anyone who's, like, super strong at art. Although, Big Joe Monger could get there. It's just a question of, do we want to have him do that instead of something else? We still have him grow first and then do art as a secondary. Take some people away from our hauling jobs, though. Especially if we get him to do the art full-time. And art part-time is just never going to finish. It's like research. You really need that to be a full-time thing that you don't stop doing. Otherwise, it's just never, ever going to happen. Because it takes way too long. So how are they doing, like, food-wise? I don't know, like, what they can graze on. No, they're... Theoretically... Okay, malnutrition. So, I don't know if they just leave or they all die off when they starve. I have no idea. I don't know what the boars can possibly attack as an alternative. But in any case, we should be able to wait them out, so it's going to be alright. Just films, what are you doing? Okay, you're going to relax, that's fine. And then after that... Joy is good, rest is good, beauty... Well, beauty's dropping now, but it was really high, I think from this room. A prosthesis trader. Hello. Do you have bionic arm? You have bionic many things. Bionic ear implant. Does it replace the ear? Presumably it does. Because the thing is, Sliced Onion's also missing an ear. Overpriced medicine. I don't see... I see a simple prosthetic arm. They have a bionic eye. No bionic arm. What's a guy got to do? %70 efficiency. It's not bad, but we should just make our own, right? I guess we don't do anything. 13 grand for an exoskeleton suit. Just a whole leg. Basically, long, meaty sticks that let you move around. It's a whole egg. Leg. It's a whole egg. Alright, we'll leave it be. That's fine. Well, Ben's gonna, do a little bit of crafting. We did set it as a super low priority job. But there's a lot of things you can do with no crafting skill. I was gonna say, you can make the joints and you can make blocks. It might take you a little longer. I'm not sure if that's a factor or not. But you can't screw up making blocks as far as I know. So that's going to be swell. What is this thing? Oh, some yayo. You don't need to be refrigerated or anything, so that's okay. I don't see anything in here that doesn't have to be refrigerated. And I don't see anything in here that has to be refrigerated, so we seem to be doing okay. No one idling, still plenty of things happening. We're actually a good way towards finishing the advanced management software. So at that point, we'll just remove the wooden basic manager's desk and put in an AI one. I don't know what shape it's going to be. We might tuck it in a corner. We could put it probably outside, especially if we end up roofing the edge here, which we should probably do. I'm going to build a roof there. In fact, is there any reason not to just build it all the way like that? There you go. Excellent. Oh, there we go. We'll get the crematorium set up. It does eat a ridiculous amount of power. And we don't need it to blow up old clothes, which is what we used to use this for quite a bit, because we can take things apart. Okay, I'm a little worried about this. The bulk goods trader here, while we have the Manhunter pack. We're going to get blamed for this. Frosty's currently idle. Let's not stress about that right now. What I'm going to stress about is these guys being murdered by the Manhunter pack. Yeah, still mad in Manhunter. Although, I don't see as many. Have some died off? Maybe they're just scattered a bit. They're all asleep, which is really good for this caravan. I hear a pig. Oh, there we go. I have no idea what's going to happen here. I don't think it's going to be a very good outcome for my friends. They can at least come into my base a little bit. Okay, so this is running 250 watts. That is ridiculous. Burn drugs. Wow. So no, we're gonna cremate corpses forever. Do we cremate colonists? Or do we bury them? I think we cremate them. I think it's fine. Okay, so we'll just set up the job now. I mean, I suppose I could toggle it off. Especially right now. We could start clearing out some of the graves maybe and consider it, but I'll just toggle it off to save power. We can turn it on next time we get attacked. Maybe after these guys all die. I don't know if the Manhunter pack's going for them at all. I mean, there was one that was roaming around. It might have gotten killed. And a bunch of these are still asleep. Okay, we've got more visitors. Now, are these the ones that I still never ever want to... Oh, psychically sensitive is bad, but kind is nice. You're not incapable of anything. You have a lot of scratches and some pain, and you're a little older as well, but we might try to recruit you. How about this barrow person? Steadfast, I know. You're greedy. You know, we might try to recruit you both. If, you know, assuming you don't die here. They're still... Well, some of them are still asleep. Not all of them, though. There you go, see? I think a lot of these little piggies are going to get killed. We might want to consider... not Frog Toad or Big Joe. We might want to consider doing the thing where we dance back and forth here. Because especially if some of them are asleep, they're not going to come in bulk. If they come at all. I guess one at a time they're just going to get hit by these guys. I mean, I don't want to leave the base or anything. I think... I don't see any more manhunters. I don't know for sure that we're safe. Are you just leaving? I think these manhunters are actually just leaving the zone. I think we're okay. Hopefully. I'm going to go ahead and unrestrict everyone. And the critters. Alright, oh, we should send Frog Toad to go and have a chat with the traders out here. You. Hello. Let's see. We could buy some dogs, some alpacas. That's fine. We could... I don't think we're going to do any meal trading. I don't think we're going to buy meat after all. We could get some eggs. We could get fertilized eggs and get that started. Cobras. Let's grow a bunch of cobras. Or maybe not. Components you guys sell at a reasonable price. You sell neutromine at a reasonable price as well, but I think I'll wait because we haven't started using the consume. We haven't started to consume any yet. We'll buy 37 cloth. Sure, why not? Hyperweave is kind of tempting, but not really that tempting. The other thing that's tempting is selling off the like tiny little stacks that we will never be able to make clothing from, just to be able to say, free up a little bit of space here. You overcharge for the medicine. We're going to sell you a bunch of joints, buddy. Bunch of joints. We're going to sell you a bunch of yayo as well. We'll keep this around. We're going to keep some amount of this. We're not going to buy any Lucy, because we're not crazy. We're not going to buy any blocks. We could buy some... I've got a fair amount of wood, actually. I'm surprised. We are going to sell a bunch of clothing. Oh, we're getting some really... Look at this quality of clothing. We actually might want to keep the excellent parka. Winter's coming very soon. Right? We are 5th of fall. Someone's going to want to wear that, and then they get to wear excellent clothing and feel... I don't know if it gives them a positive moodlet. Masterwork cowboy hat. Well, we'll sell that. I'll keep the parka. Okay, and we... Actually, they don't have quite enough money for that. So, let's just grab a little bit of fox meat. There we go. Boom. Okay, good trade. Good deal. You're not forbidden or anything, so someone could go and butcher that at some point. We should probably encourage... you're going to go for a rest, which is legitimate. Now, we still have... Frogtoad is still in negotiate duty, so they'll still go and try to chat people up. Although you're not doing that right now. You're harvesting the tree, but that's okay, too. Ben, you're practicing your shooting at the shooting target. I like that. You're going to go clean a little bit of dirt. That's okay. A poison ship has just landed. Now, this is not the greatest threat, because I think our plants will be fine and safe here. The problem is, I don't think we're ever in a position to make our life easier for fighting the poison ship. It's not like we can spend a bunch of time making a bunch of turrets over here. It's never going to happen. What we could do is quickly build some sandbags out here. So we've got a bit of a defensive area. And that's that. The angle's a little bit awkward with these mountains here. It'd be nice if we could just set up kind of here, so we could run back to the base easier. But again, it's not like we can kite them to a kill zone. That's normally what we do. We shoot the poison ship until it gets to 50%, at which point the mechanoids will no longer stand here to defend. They'll instead run towards our base, and we can kill them in the kill zone. We have to just fight these guys straight up. Now, we do have EMP grenades. We could consider the incendiary launcher, which might be useful in this particular situation. I think Big Joe here, you're going to get the EMP grenades. I know you'll be unhappy, but that's the way it's going to be. And then, what kind of guns? Do we want to just try to go for super long range? I think probably. I think what we do... I think we are going to go and get someone to use the incendiary launcher, so that can be Ben Skull, sure. And then sliced onions. Alright, you're still going to have some issues, but I'm going to get you to use the survival rifle. Or not. Okay, change my mind. Sliced onion, I realize that you're still going to shoot like ass. You're going to use a sniper rifle. Or you know what? There we go. Ben Skull. I'm going to unrecruit you. Come here. Sliced onion, unrecruit you. Okay. Sliced onions get the incendiary launcher. Ben Skull is going to pick up the sniper rifle. Alright, I think that'll work. Now, I don't know if we can call for help. I don't think we've got, enough of a relationship with enough people to make that properly work out. Okay, just gotta wait for that to get picked up. They're done. Okay, we're going to unselect Frogtoad, because Frogtoad cannot fight. Oh, we still need to set up some security thing here, so let's go ahead and set up our sandbags. Maybe like this. We've got enough range, actually. We could be quite a bit further back, now that I think about it. Except for the EMP grenades. So let's say we set up... We can probably set up the snipers over here, I think. And maybe what we'll do is put a little closer bunker here for the EMP grenades. And maybe a little bit extra here for the incendiary cannon. We'll get something like that going on. We've got construction set up as a pretty high priority and a couple of people, right? Yeah, so that should get made. as soon as people are up. We don't have to rush to take out the poison ship. It's not like there's stacking moodlet penalty, like the psionic ship, for example. So that should be okay. The other thing we can do is try to trigger this next time there's a group around, because we could always kite the monsters to whatever group. A pirate merchant. Oh, maybe we can buy another slave. Frog Toad, sorry to wake you up, but you gotta give him a chat. They might not bring any slaves with them. No. I think that's the thing. You still get the pirate merchants, they just don't have any slaves. We could buy a bunch of mortar shells, and we could use that for, you know, our setup. Oh, we don't have the tech yet, so it's... no. We could get a bunch of drugs to help things out. Bionic hand, bionic foot, not a bionic arm. A steel arm is kind of poop, so we're not going to do that. I don't think we need anything here, so we'll just do this. But yeah, we could load people up with a bunch of drugs and then send them in. I don't know if like setting them up on wake up or something like that might help with this. Could be. We don't have any Yayo or anything because we sold it. This is just the plague medicine. Yeah, I'm not sure. One thing I could consider, CS Films. You're hauling the wood. I'm going to let you get here. And then I'm going to prioritize making drugs over here. Okay, you're going to make medicine, which might not be a bad start. Because we are looking, I think we're trying to keep, is it 50? Might be 60 medicine. 60 medicine. That's not bad. As I say, it's mostly the idea of getting some proper drugs going on here. We can kill a little bit of time. Again, I'm going to wait until, oh, all the trees are dying out. We might not chop the trees. I'm going to wait until we've got a group of people nearby before I trigger these things. Oh, it's going to kill the trees outright. Maybe I don't have to worry about chopping. It might not reach here as quickly as I'd like, though, so I'm going to go ahead and let that go. Plus, we'll get the wood out of it, so I guess that's fine. It's a little bit of walking. It might not be the most useful use of our time, but I think it's all right. So you're still making some more medicine, which is going to get stored over there. We are now at what medicine? 55. We'll probably need a bunch after this. It's a good thing we've got a couple of medical beds. They're pretty high quality. We don't have the extra little medical thingy. I wonder where that comes from. You know, the little... you can get a little medical device that you put at the foot of the bed. It's probably under one of these other categories. Vitals monitor. That's the one. And that is helpful. It helps you fight off infections and things like that. Minor break risk for a second. But overall, we're okay. You're still making medicine. There we go. We've hit 60, so that gets paused. So now, you're making Yayo. Excellent. So Yayo is the more powerful one. But less good for money. We did just sell a bunch of Yayo. Yayo is fine. I mean, it still makes you money. Flake is the better money. The idea was to keep a little bit of Yayo around for myself. Maybe I'll go and bring down the number. There we go. Just trying to make 10. That's it. And then you're going to go to bed. Which is fine, but... so where's the Yayo? Because I don't remember what it does. Is this it? Moving. That's the hit points of the object, not how much it gives us. Okay, we take less pain, and we move faster. Euphoric high. It is addictive. Addictiveness. 10% chance of becoming addicted. It's a pretty big risk. We got enough people that statistically, there's a good chance that at least one of them might become addicted. I mean, we don't literally have 10 where your expected would be 1, but at 8, there's at least probably, I'm guessing, like an 80% chance that one will become addicted, or something like that. Someone who's better at stats can probably work out those details, but I think there's a good chance that at least one person will become addicted. Now, you can break addiction. You can't break it for Lucy, but that's it. Oh, we got some visitors. Lots of visitors. And they got some items to trade, but they're not really traders. Psychopath. Psychopath's not actually a problem. You can't dumb labor. You can't do a lot of things, so maybe not. Neurotic isn't great. You got some nice stuff going on, though. You can't thumb labor. You can't cook like a crazy person, though. And that's good. We basically have a non-stop cooking job. Any injuries? Nope. Goodwill still good. We're going to try to recruit you. They don't like enough of us. But that's okay. I wonder that, like, when you see it, it said the friends number, you know, 02 friends. I wonder if that's to get on. Wow. That was easy. Wait, was that even the person? No, this is a person from the previous group. Steadfast Night Owl. Right, you're greedy. So you want a really impressive bedroom. Yeah, we'll probably have to wait on that. So you're going to get a negative moodlet for a little while. -8 is pretty big. It is pretty big. I wonder if we can just force... Yeah, you know what? First of all, we're gonna unassign Ben Skull and do that. I don't know if that's going to count as impressive. Probably not. If I go here, it's decent, not impressive. Did anger the chief and do that. We've got to rename you. So let's bring up my name list as quickly as possible. Doop, 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 doop. Get that loading on. What's your timer at? Okay, well, that's good. We'll name this person, and then we'll probably put in a cut after that. We got to figure out what jobs to give him. We've got Metajoke. Where are you? Barrow. You're not Barrow. You are Metajoke. Oops. Caps. Metajoke. Welcome to the group. And what can you do? What do we want you to do? Firefight, patient, don't doctor, bed rest, flick. That's good. Disable, disable. You might do some hunting, actually. You've got some passion for growing, so it's always a good idea, I think, to just have that capped out. That's going to be fine. Right. You did have turbo passion for repair and construction. You're not very good at it. But it's probably fine if we did something like this and like this. And other than that, I think what you'll do is you'll join the clean then haul party. And that's going to be fine. Because of the quality build system that we've got in, the Metajoke here will not actually construct anything that needs a quality. It'll automatically get assigned to our best constructor. But this is going to be perfectly fine for building walls and stuff like that. We'll get them to train up, and that's going to be okay. The growing is going to help, and then, yeah, a little bit more cleaning and hauling. We could consider, like, adding more jobs to people so that, and effectively taking away hauling from them. But Metajoke is going to be a perfectly fine addition to the group. Anyone who can haul is always a win. Thanks for watching. See you next time.